Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So we've got 3 choices to choose from. Lapis lazuli, group 2 is amethyst, group 3 is the Yellowstone. So you can choose from this or the flowers on the thumbnail. If you need more time, pause the video. Excuse me, today's reading is going to be about the situation between you and your person of interest. So your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your spouse, your partner, your ex, to find out, what's going on in the situation. And also we're going to do, how does this person feel about you? So that's what we're doing. We'll pull some messages towards the end, and then there will be an extended. And in the extended, we're going to look at this person's intentions towards you and what you need to know right now about the relationship and where it's most likely headed, okay? So all the links for that will be down below, and thanks to everyone who has liked and supported the channel. By liking and subscribing, you do put your touch on the reading to help it to resonate more with you. It is a general reading, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't, and energies can be vice versa or interchangeable, so keep that in mind, okay? So we're going to get started with group 1. Alright, group 1s, clear your minds, and if you have a question or someone on your mind, go ahead and think about that person. I'm going to shuffle. So we're going to need a card to represent the viewer, and then we're going to need a card to represent your person, and that will tell you more about if this reading is for you or if you need to choose another group, okay? If you're here, there's likely a good reason for it, but we'll see what comes out to represent the viewer right now. So those who have chosen group 1, let's see them, please. Show me group 1. We've got the 10 of Swords. Well, I'm sorry, group 1. Have your hopes been dashed? The 10 of Swords is unfortunately one of those cards that we cannot sugarcoat, because it does, mean there has been a painful ending. Okay? So some of you could be at rock bottom, unfortunately. You could have received some news. I'm not getting necessarily bad news. I am feeling like there is some good news coming, like a change of events, like things taking a turn, but I'm also feeling like an emotional roller coaster has taken place. At the very least, whatever this 10 of Swords is representing, the good news about the 10 of Swords is that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and you're probably already seeing that if you don't see it already. It's saying that however tough things have been, those things, that cycle is ending. So if you're going through hell, then you definitely want that to end, and the 10 of Swords says that it will, and that it is. And you should already be seeing glimpses of that. We've got the star at the bottom of the deck, so that does show the light at the end of the tunnel. And I feel like some of you are going to have someone that's going to talk to you and help you to see things like more objectively. Some of them could give you a dose of tough love, but it feels like a close conversation or a talk with someone that's close to you. And I'm getting strong Aquarius energy. So you could be Aquarius, have it strong in your chart, don't have to. Your person could, or this person that is going to come into your life and give you some news and talk to you. I don't know what the news is about. It could be about your person of interest, especially if you're here for a strong masculine, or you're feeling like some sort of an intuitive connection to someone. That's another thing. Listen to your intuition. It's kind of hard to listen to your intuition when you're upset, but I do feel like someone is going to help you to get through that and to get you in a better place, help you to relax. Okay? Yeah, we've got 10 of Pentacles, so it could be a family member. It could even be an ancestor. The upset could have to do with family or a spouse, money situations, interpersonal politics at work or home. That'll be for some, but not everybody. Okay? Now your person. Let's see your person. Show us Group 1's person, please. We've got the 5 of Cups. So unfortunately, your person is feeling down and out as well. It's like this person has had enough. They're fed up. And as a result of that, they've kind of let their negative thoughts, get the better of them, and has prevented them from seeing the potential that still exists for positivity in their life. Perhaps has prevented them from seeing the love that the feminine in the situation really has to offer them, and that there is a hope and a chance for a new beginning in this connection. I'm drawn to this deck, so I'm going to use this deck real quick. Clarify your person's 5 of Cups energy. And whoever hurt or betrayed the other one, you can see that it's taken a toll on this. We've got destruction. So that's kind of like Tower energy. It feels like unfortunately, there's something, some sort of tower moment occurring in your person's energy, in their life. We've got lessons at the bottom of the deck. It does feel like someone has just let their negative thinking or fears get the better of them. So that is unfortunate. Maybe you know what that's related to, maybe you don't. This is helping this person to complete a cycle and to ascend, raise their energy to the level that all children of God deserve, which is the energy that's in alignment, with source/love and one's creative abilities to create, a more positive life for themselves. I feel like this person has resisted it. They could have resisted you. They could have resisted their karma, especially if they were juggling or just needing to heal. I feel like childhood wounds are at play here, have affected this, as well as maybe third-party energy or just fear around experiencing some sort of betrayal, or there has been one and that's impacted this person in a very upsetting way. I feel like you both, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, if that resonates, or just take it as feminine and masculine, have experienced this. This is like a 10 of Swords energy too. Sorry to see this. Again, good news is that there is a new cycle beginning, and it looks like it's going to be one that's inspired, right? In spirit, in other words. It will be the light at the end of the tunnel. as one works their way through their subconscious fears and whatever this energy is, like unseen problems, changes that need to take place, a lack of trust in one's own intuition or gut instincts. But what is the situation between these two? Since I believe that was what we were wanting, right? Yeah, the situation. Let me move this out of the way. I'm being drawn to use the romantic fairies. We've got fearless love, a courageous leap into the unknown. So one thing that is stable in this connection is the fearlessness. Like, you guys are brave people. And even if you're both feeling empty right now, even if people have not been ready, if people have been on the sidelines or putting you on the sidelines, focusing maybe on work or money or their past or something or someone else, there is the sense of generosity toward one another, like emotional generosity towards one another, even when there doesn't appear to be a good reason for it, even when people have been hurt by this. There's still this emotional generosity and willingness to, take that leap into the unknown despite not knowing, the outcome, despite having been hurt before. So that's good to see. Like, people are not letting the hurt of the situation stop them from caring about each other. Okay? Stop them, in this case, from loving each other. If this is a newer connection, than from liking each other, right? So what is a message that this person would have, please, for the viewer if they had no filter? I wish I had fought harder for us. So yeah, this is a result of not, this destruction card is a result of not fighting hard for this connection. And it's a big part of why this person's in that Five of Cups energy and feeling sad about it, feeling grief over it, being really hard on themselves, and not seeing that, there still is hope for this. There still is, hope for the connection. Okay. I'm going to get a card about the situation, like from the tarot deck. And, if that is what's resonating for most, like if that's what's resonating for most of you who picked group 1, then it's like you felt really betrayed by this person's lack of effort. Or maybe you still feel that way, but yet you still love or care for this person. And they do, for you as well. Yeah, 10 of Wands. It's been a hard slog for you guys. If the reading's not resonating, feel free to choose a different group or check out a playlist linked down below for a different reading. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. Somebody being miserable, doing without something. It's a lack mindset here. We definitely see this person in the Five of Cups energy. Five of Cups energy does talk about being in a lack mindset. So, like making a mountain out of a molehill. Being really hard on yourself. So, if somebody has hurt us, then, you know, sometimes it can feel good to our ego if somebody is struggling or suffering or feeling like beating themselves up over it. But if you still love and care for this person, this is not the energy that you want this person to be in. It's not constructive to reconciliation if that's what anybody is wanting. This person needs to come out and heal from this energy and recognize that there's still good things to be had, that all is not lost, and they need to move out of this Five of Cups energy and remember what's good about this connection and what's good about themselves. It just feels really heavy here, this energy, like it's at a breaking point, where that's already happened, but it still feels present, like it's still happening. Like somebody has really crossed the line, pushed their limits, pushed your limits, and it's just taken a lot of strength and endurance to endure this. Okay, somebody could be shouldering responsibilities in the connection that aren't theirs to shoulder, because the lesson with the Ten of Wands is I can distinguish the difference between my responsibilities and the responsibilities of others, right? To not take on other people's responsibilities. So there's definitely some unresolved issues or burdens in this connection. And it looks like your person's feeling regret, guilt, or there's just unresolved conflict causing like a heavy emotional load here. If it makes sense for your particular situation, you know, these issues could be addressed to sort of release these burdens and issues, even if you don't want to be with this person, even if, you know, you're over it, or it's just not tenable to continue. Let's get a couple more messages from your person before taking it over to the extended, looking at their intentions and the outcome. So what would this person say if they had no filter? All right. Kind of mixed up. There we go. This one flew out. We got some earth sign energy here. My overly inquisitive nature might not be to your liking, but even so, I want to touch you all over. Okay. So, a sensual message coming through. I think this person's very curious about you. They are admitting to wanting to like overstep your boundaries, and I said a moment ago that maybe this person crossed a limit with you, but it's like regardless, this person still, you know, wants to be in contact with you, wants to touch you, has these sensual feelings towards you. Let's see. I'm going to get a note from my notes from your beloved deck. Thanks to those of you who have purchased this. Link is down below. It does support the channel. Keep me coming back to do more readings. Your donations and help with the channel are always greatly appreciated. Thanks to my patrons, rock stars that you are. I appreciate you as well. So what would this person say to group one? They had no filter. Forgot I love you so much. Can't you see that? Somebody could have been spoiled by a parent or a mother. My mother spoiled me, which taught me to be very selfish and childish in relationships. Yeah, I am really getting that. As a result of, honestly, I'm getting like both of you could have been spoiled in certain ways. If it's not your message, don't take it, but I am getting that for a lot of you. This person, the bottom of the deck, and okay, this person, the way that being spoiled has affected them is to be greedy, to be jealous, to be controlling, to have attachment issues. In my experience, I find that people that, spoil their children do so out of negligence and a lack of desire, willingness, or capability to be a present parent. And yeah, it's one thing to like spoil, your children with love and affection and attention and quality time, words of affirmation. It's another one to spoil them with just not bothering with them and just giving them whatever they need to be pacified. And that's the kind of spoiling that I feel has happened here. So that's why this person doesn't have the capabilities to really communicate or behave in a way that is helpful and healthy for the relationship. There's probably a good amount of intimacy issues and lack of equal give and take, or definitely intimacy issues, self-sabotage, stuff like that. So they don't know what to do, and they can't handle your words right now. And my ego gets threatened when I lose my independence, so I distance myself. So even if you don't feel like you guys got that close, or that this person was even losing their independence, for this type of a person, like any sort of intimacy or closeness would feel like losing their independence would be perceived as a threat. Because this is someone that needs to feel in control, and needs to be. It's interesting because they come across as needing to be both in control and a free spirit. And being in a relationship where they're not constantly being spoiled, where they're with a feminine who is like powerful in her own right and independent in her own right, and just very knowledgeable. I feel like that's a different kind of person from what this person was used to dealing with. And there's just something about the connection, especially intuitively, that made them feel very close to you, and still makes them feel close to you, but also makes them feel like threatened, like the card says. They feel conflicted about that. So it's interesting. That's what I've got for you, Group 1. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to take it to the extended. If you want to watch the rest of the reading, we're going to look at this person's intentions and what you need to know right now. So follow us over there. If not, if this is where we part ways, I again appreciate you so much. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Come back for the next reading, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome, Group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So, we're going to look into your situation, how your person feels about you, and over the extended, we're going to look into their intentions toward you, what you need to know, and where this is going, okay? So, clear your mind, then go ahead and think about your person, and we'll see what comes out for you. We're going to get a card to represent the viewer first. So, let's see. Who is the viewer? Who is watching this reading, please? Okay, we got a couple. I got several. So lots of people chose this group, especially Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or some other way they have that strong in their chart. But we just want one card. So who is watching? Who chose this reading? So getting some Pisces energy. Since the cards want to be disobedient, we're just going to cut them. Let's see. Aw, so Gemini energy for sure. The beautiful Lovers card. So you could be in a soulmate relationship or feel like this relationship is meant to be, is destined. You could really feel like you love this person, or you're in love, in a relationship, in a marriage. At the very least, feeling divinely guided, and that this is your match, this is your person. Okay? And who is your person? Let's look at your person. Who is Group 2's person? We've got the Seven of Wands. Okay. This person comes across as a bit combative, and I do feel like for most of you, this person wants to fight for this connection. But it does feel like they would have to fight for it, which indicates that there are obstacles. Maybe there are people in their life who are against this connection, or people in their life who are trying to step on their boundaries. This person feels like they have to have courage to be in this connection. There is this kind of feeling that this person has suffered a painful ending, and they're looking at this connection as either a new beginning, or it's definitely a new beginning for this person, whether the ending was in this connection or in a prior connection. I'm so sorry about the TV being on. Just commercial just came on. But anyway, this person feels like there is an opportunity here, but there's also this tinge of that there has been like a painful ending, and this person feels some unconscious fear. So if they're defensive toward you, that's the reason why. If they're defending you from other people, it could be that, you know, other people are warning them about you if there's been some sort of painful ending, or they're just like concerned for your person for some reason, that your person could possibly get hurt. So let's look at this person's feelings towards you. We've got guided steps to great love, follow the path of ascension. We've got natural evolution, and let the situation unfold naturally. So if this person is in resistance mode, they really need to hear the card's advice of let the situation unfold naturally. Because it looks like that's what you're doing or willing to do with the Lovers. Things just kind of happen naturally. They let nature take its course. To move this connection to the next level, this person needs to stop meddling with the middle and get out of their own way. And perhaps give you or the situation the benefit of the doubt. Give your relationship a chance. So let's try to get clarity on this person. Why they're in the Seven of Wands energy. Pretending. What are they pretending about? This person has some issues. They need to end a cycle where this person thinks about you. They could watch you. They could be waiting for you. So if this person's become like defensive. This is an act, like they're pretending. They're not really this tough, or they aren't, is, I'm just getting like this person is into you. So if they're not acting like that, you probably already know that they're being defensive, but underneath they're into you. And this person could have some sort of addiction issues or an obsessive personality. And intuitively you would know if that's the case. This person I'm getting some childhood issues, some unresolved issues from childhood, things of that nature. Let's see how this person feels about you. If there's been an ending in this connection, this person definitely wants a new beginning. Getting some trust issues from them as well. I kept getting Page of Pentacles energy. And this one fell out. So there's a general immaturity with this person. And also I get this person could be older than you, and they could see you as younger than them. They could see you as carefree or not committed, or they think that or feel that you wouldn't be. Maybe because this is a newer connection, or they just perceive you as being younger than them or less experienced than they are. And this could be regarding like practical details of life, as well as like work and money situations. But of course we're talking about love, so it's like they look at you as someone that is fanciful, sensual, but still kind of in this full energy. Now, energies can be vice versa or interchangeable, so apply it to whomever it resonates for, whether it's you or them. This person does still feel like taking a leap of faith towards this connection. Like I said before, they're really into you regardless of how defensive they're being. Many of them, they want to fight for the connection. They imagine doing it even if they're not doing it. Like they fantasize about starting new in the connection. This person could be very ambitious. Like whatever they set their mind to, they're very focused on. And there's the sense of attachment. Like when this person cares about someone, gets involved with someone, especially someone they really love or care for, they become attached to that person. Even if there's a split, this person remains attached to that person, even if they don't show it. So I'm getting that regardless of the status of the relationship, that this person wants things to work out. They're willing to kind of ride the wave and see how things go. They're willing to take a risk and a leap of faith. And, you know, the devil may care sort of attitude. They're kind of taking a youthful approach to this regardless. Like that's the approach they're taking. You guys could have been through a lot together. If this person hasn't been the most committed, they, you know, they're thinking about being more committed to you. They feel like being more committed to you. Like they're willing to put in the hard work, because we saw Seven of Wands and the Page of Pentacles is a hard worker as well. And they're just kind of like hoping that you'll do the same thing. Now, that's a good sign, because before we got the energy of them maybe just fantasizing but not really planning to do much. But now I'm being guided to say that this person is willing to put in that work. So they're willing to put in the work. They feel like putting in the work. So let's get some messages from this person, and if the reading is resonating, go ahead and hit that like button. It does support the channel and keep me coming back to do more readings. What would this person say to the viewer if they had no filter? Too many. We've got I'm sick of no contact. Okay, so that's obviously for those of you who are in no contact. This person is sick of no contact. They want to work on and fight for this connection. They want a new beginning. And they're thinking of ways that that could happen. What else would this person say? This person would say a lot. Let's just get one though. Oh, that's two. I'm guided to take this one. It's Page of Swords energy. I'm watching and paying close attention to you. I'm making sure everything adds up. I like to know what I'm getting myself into. Let's get one more from this deck. I imagine you have many love options, and I'm not sure I can outperform them to win your favor. So that's part of one of the things this person is looking to see if you're with anybody else. For those in separation, even if you're in a relationship, this is the kind of person that would keep an eye on you, because there is a lack of trust that this person has. They have some trust issues. Whether you have a lot of options or not with that Seven of Cups, I think, was it Seven of Cups? Well, maybe not in this group. But I feel like it applies here as well. That that speaks of options. This person imagines that you have a lot of options, and it makes them feel insecure. I'm going to use my notes from your beloved deck. Thank you to those of you who have purchased it from the link down below. I appreciate you guys. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I'm grateful. Okay, so what else would this person say if they had no filter? This one's trying to come out. I'm ready to take responsibility. Give me another chance. Asking for another chance. So maybe this person is defensive about something that they know that they did. Sometimes the Page of Pentacles can look better on paper. Sometimes the Fool energy is somebody that's immature and needs a mother or a father. Doesn't do their part, doesn't take things seriously. Doesn't know any better, really. Or if they do, they just, you know, are kind of careless. So apply it how it resonates. And is there anything else that we need to get over here before taking it to the extended? Let's get one more card on how this person feels about you. at the Tower energy. See, I knew there was more to it than meets the eye. So Tower energy is like tearing down of something that wasn't working. And it feels like some of that has to do with their private life, personal life, but some of it also has to do with this connection. This person feels like you've rocked their world, especially if this is a newer connection, that you have changed their point of view on life. You could have come into this person's life unexpected, like they weren't ready for you. You could have really broadened this person's horizons and made them like see things in a different way. So this will also indicate like a very strong sensual attraction to you as well. So this person is being defensive because they do have such a passion for you. And sometimes it manifests as positive energy, sometimes not so positive energy. Change is coming. So you could have recently broken up with this person, or there's some major change happening here. Okay. I feel like if you listen to your intuition, you kind of already know what this is referring to. This person has questioned themselves and their life as a result of this. And however this proceeds going forward, they've just got some stuff still to figure out. So I feel like for a lot of you, this connection is built on a strong enough foundation that even if things are fundamentally changing, even if the relationship has experienced a breakup, some sort of major knockdown, I feel like a lot of you still have like that strong foundation. And if the foundation is good, everything else can be rebuilt. So we're going to take it over to the extended, where we're going to look at their intentions towards you and what you need to know right now, as well as the future outcomes. So the links for those will be down below. But if this is where we part ways, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Please hit that like button and subscribe. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box, and I will talk to you guys next time. Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into your reading. Hope you guys are doing well. So this is a reading for group 3. Your person's feelings for you and the situation, okay? So let's get started. Clear your minds, think about your person. Yes, you can do both. Clear your minds and or think about your person. Remember, this is a general reading, so energies can be vice versa or interchangeable. It's up to you to decide how it resonates, if it does. Okay? Cards are being a little bit unmixable. That's a word. So maybe your person's not the most flexible person, or maybe you guys just aren't mixing well yet. This turned over as soon as I said maybe your person's not the most flexible person. So we'll go ahead and take that. Okay. Two of Swords is about somebody who withdraws, even at their own expense. To some extent, they need to do that in order to analyze the situation and make the best choice. And also the best plan to move forward. But it also ends up, unfortunately, having consequences of shutting those out that they care about, coming across as withholding. Sometimes it's good because it's a truce or a stalemate, so that at least things aren't getting worse. This is often thought of as the dam before Three of Swords. So it's like, I'm trying to stop, you know, this Three of Swords from happening. It inevitably happens. In fact, it could be even said that it's a self-fulfilling prophecy by one going into that Two of Swords energy. But it depends on the situation. So let's get a card to represent the viewer. Let me see if I can shuffle easier with the viewer. The viewer's energy a bit easier. Let's get a card representing the collective who chose group 3. Okay, you could be an air sign, have it strong in your chart, don't have to. The Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords wants to rush into battle. Knight of Swords wants to force their way through that barrier, have a conversation. You could have crosswords to say to this person or very strong viewpoints. This could also be you thinking of how your person is. If so, you're taking on their energy to such an extent that I would advise you to step back and ground yourself in your own energy, because both of these cards are air sign cards. So you could both be that, or you could be talking about your person, regardless of their sign, that they're very rigid in their thinking. However, the Knight of Swords can be rigid in his thinking, but he moves fast, okay? He's like, he's not a long distance runner, he's a sprinter, right? So he's like a burst of energy, and then he's not. So this could be an on again, off again situation that could describe you. Maybe you've left the situation, or changed your mind, or are thinking about changing your mind, or changing a direction. Excuse me. It's a very exciting energy with the Knight of Swords, any way that you slice it, but it does leave an energetic hangover. So let's start on the situation between the two of you. Situation between my group 3s and their person of interest. Got 2 cards coming out for you. So we've got Spirit Soul Path, a personal evolution within your relationship, and open your heart. Love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. I feel like that's a good card for both of you, because you both come across in what I'm hearing, cross energy. So in order for this to evolve spiritually even more, then people need to open their heart, particularly this person. Maybe you know that you're trying to burst through their barrier. You'd rather move it forward than it being the same that it is, or you just want to progress the relationship, right? At least talk about it. Face it, whereas this person seems to be avoiding doing that. Okay. But that being said, it's good news in the sense that there is a personal evolution happening. I think as individuals, spiritually speaking, there are lessons being learned that as individuals you can use to evolve yourselves, but it's also talking about the relationship is evolving, however it might be looking. So even if it looks like it's a tough situation, or people are not being present, or people are blocking the situation, or circumstances are, it actually is still progressing and moving forward in a spiritual sense, okay, in an evolution sense. So let's find out some more about the situation. Use my tarot cards. Group 3 situation. Not surprised. 5 of Pentacles. But at the bottom of the deck we have the Page of Cups. Okay. So there is a want, or the Page of Pentacles talks about being left out in the cold, right? And somebody, most likely the viewer, not being happy about that at all and being determined and headstrong about moving it forward. Excuse me. The Five of Pentacles talks about a loss, okay? And it also talks about somebody acquiring a certain level of material wealth, but at the expense of their emotional health, okay? It also talks about somebody missing, so and being miserable doing without something. And it's like they're miserable doing without the romance. You're both miserable doing without the romance, doing without a deeper meaning in this connection. I don't know how else to explain that. The Page of Cups is good because the Page of Cups is an emotional new beginning, but it's a clumsy, shy new beginning. So it could be that this person is feeling like awkward about reaching out. They don't know. That's why they're in the Two of Swords energy. They don't know. They're like, duh. They don't know. Their intentions are affectionate towards you. They would want to give you a gift or just make an affectionate gesture, send an affectionate, I'm hearing email, but text message, phone call, more than likely some very small message. They feel like sending an affectionate message, okay? Because right now, you both, one or both of you, is feeling left out. There could be financial issues as well that is affecting this connection. But there's no warmth really in this reading with this being all swords energy. Swords are not the best energy for a love reading, to put it simply. So there's a lot of coldness here. There's some hardship in this connection, even if that hardship is because of coldness, because of tension, because of distance in the connection. There being like emotional distance, physical distance. You could have to travel to be with this person, but there is distance here, physical or otherwise. If you are, for those few who are watching who are in an actual relationship with this person, if you are in a relationship with them, then what's needed here is a united front. But it looks like you guys are on, like, at odds, okay, at least part of the time. You want to work through your hardships, there needs to be a united front, solidarity, right? And if this is not someone you're in a relationship with, there is perhaps some sort of emotional fallout or financial even fallout from the breakup. So say, for instance, you lived together, with this person, and then you broke up. Then it's going to create a financial hardship, because now you have to separate your things. You have to find some place to live. They have to find some place to live. That usually embodies coming up with, like, moving expenses, hiring a mover, collecting enough money for a deposit, all of those things. So somebody could be experiencing that. Obviously not all of you, but some of you could be experiencing that. But bottom line, this is a difficult time emotionally, and there is a sense of being apart here, separation. And like, because the Pentacles is a practical energy, it's showing like there is some sort of repercussions, like financially or practically speaking, even with regard to how it's affecting your work and your money. So people could be so upset that it's affecting their job performance, for example. It's a tough energy, not gonna lie. There's no way out, like there's no way around it. It's a tough energy here. It's not the worst energy that I've ever seen, but it is a tough energy, to say the least. And the only thing we can sort of grasp with our hot, sweaty palms to see some hope in the situation is the presence of this Page of Cups, which talks about a certain innocence and purity to the attraction that exists here, especially for this person. So it does look like this person is very clumsily feeling like opening their heart, or could have actually shown that they're trying to do that. There's some sort of innocence with this. You could have a child, or this could be talking about your person's inner child, your inner children, even despite, I think this person, like withdrawing and putting their guards up, going within the way that they are, allows them the ability to be a bit affectionate, or to let their inner child come out and look over the fence, right? Look over the boundary. Because if that boundary wasn't there, their inner child, that sweet spot, that sweet side of them, wouldn't have enough courage to come out and peek over the fence. Okay? So, yeah. So this person does think about, like, when this relationship was fresh, when this relationship was exciting in a good way. Like when it was good, when it was sweet, when it was romantic, all of the good things. Like this person thinks about, thinks about better days with you. We've got the Devil coming out. And so this person is planning on approaching. They're planning. And what Mr. Devil has to do with it, I feel like it's sexy energy. But let's clarify Mr. Devil. I think it's saying that this person, they have mixed feelings towards you. So not all of their thoughts are sweet and wonderful. Somebody needed to hear that, because it wasn't enough to leave it at that. Regardless of situation, this person has still these sweet thoughts towards you. Your guides or spirit, whatever you want to call it, wanted to make sure that you understood that, you know, this person does still have like mixed feelings toward you, and some of those thoughts or feelings are unhealthy, or they feel like the relationship is or would be unhealthy. Strong Capricorn energy coming out in the reading. Lots of earth here. I think one of the things that this relationship is growing past, and it's probably taken quite a while, but one of the things this relationship is growing past is just immaturity, possible outside interference. There's a lot of passion in the connection, a lot of passion and lust being felt here. But for it to be a solid connection, this needs to be looked at in a very patient and deliberate manner, weighing the pros and cons, you know, culling the plant, like removing what doesn't work in terms of how people approach this connection, removing what doesn't work in the relationship, you know, cultivating and encouraging what does work. And that takes time. And I feel like your person is, like, if they came out of that Two of Swords energy, they would want to really rush in. And I think that would be very nice if they would do that, but their fear is that you would be in that Swords energy, that you have a mind of your own, and that maybe you would not be receptive to them. So let's get their feelings. Let's get one more card on this person's feelings. How does this person feel? They feel 10 of Cups. We've got this one as well trying to come out. We've got the Tower trying to come out as well. We've got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they could have it strong in their chart or have those traits. But are we just going to gloss over the Ten of Cups? No, we're not going to. We're not going to gloss over the Ten of Cups. It's one of the best cards to come out in a love reading. So this is what this person fears. Like, it's going to be unhealthy. The relationship's going to be unhealthy because if they let their guard down, that little Page of Cups is going to take the ball and run with it. They're going to want to move really fast. You're not going to want them. You're going to reject them. Or you're not going to feel exactly the same. This is what they're feeling like. Spirit is saying with that Seven of Pentacles, you know, they are on to something. This is meant to move slow. So if it is, that there's a reason for that. It takes time to really get to know someone. It takes time to really cultivate a relationship in the right way. Even if you don't know, because there's no guarantees, even if you don't know how much it's going to pay off or if it will pay off, it looks like it's going to pay off, right? Because Seven of Pentacles is not a negative card. But it does require a lot of patience, and that's what's being, you know, that's what's happening or what needs to happen, because otherwise, I mean, this connection is, it's explosive, but it's complicated. I feel like there are other people involved in the situation. This person is King of Wands, okay? King of Wands, when King of Wands is happy, everybody's happy, right? King of Wands is, King of Wands glows. King of Wands shines. I think that's why I chose, you know, this image for King of Wands. Not to mention that they have a penchant for investing in things that don't necessarily acquire them a lot of wealth. Not that they can't be, but they have hobbies, right? Anyway, but the King of Wands is kind of notorious for having a temper, being temperamental, having a tendency to be like irritable, grouchy. And I think that's what this Tower energy is talking about. But what they feel like doing, and it's crazy because mixed energy, lots of mixed energy. We like clarity on my channel. So regardless of where this Ten of Cups is, we're going to honor the message, even if we can't trace like exactly where it's coming from. How does this person feel about you? This person feels that they will, if this is a newer connection, they feel very positively towards you. Okay? Not going to jump into the L word. If it's a brand new connection or a newer connection, this person feels very positively about you. Let's just say that. They can see this developing into the long term. They can see you in their future. They feel happy whenever they're with you, okay? There's a certain, like, familiarity because the Ten of Cups shows a family. So there's familiarity between the two of you. Emotional familiarity. You guys could be twin flames or higher level soulmates. We saw soul path evolution earlier. And this person could feel that. Regardless of what label they'd put on it, this is saying they're feeling that familiarity, that connection with you. And regardless of where you're at, like even if you're in separation, which it looks like you are for the majority of you, this person wants a new beginning with you, but a solid new beginning with you, okay? Wanting and being able to make it happen are two different things. I question this person's ability to make it happen, coming out in the energies that they have, but that's what they would want, like a very positive, solid new beginning. But the question comes in is like, if you rush, it won't last. Fools rush in. And I know a lot of times from talking to people day in and day out that people are like, well, I've been waiting for years and years and years, or whatever. Months, weeks. Feel like I've been waiting for years and years and years. Bottom line, like I always say on my channel, a watched pot never boils. People need to get excited about their life, excited about their work, excited about their own journeys. And that's just the way it is. Okay? But I'm feeling optimistic for you guys because this person feels like they realize how much they love you. They feel like you're the one for them. They want to propose to you. They want to give you that big diamond ring. They want to marry you. They want to have a family with you. Happy mama, happy daddy, mama, papa, and babies with that 10 of Cups. They could want, a child with you or more children as well. They want to have a family with you. They dream of this reunion with you. Okay? But there are just some things to consider as I've already stated. So hit the like button and subscribe if this is resonating with you. I appreciate it. It does keep the channel going and keeps me coming back to do more readings. Let me get some messages from this person. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box down below. So what would this person say if they had no filter? Too many. See, this is validating what I said before about what they feel or fear about you. Queen of Swords, you have a very sweet side, but you won't suffer fools. You cut them out and keep it moving. So they need to have that barricade up, that fence of the Two of Swords, for their Page of Cups to feel safe, to reach out to you, to even just extend any sort of affection towards you right now. You're coming across in that Knight of Swords energy. If you're not, choose a different group. Okay. If whatever resonates, take. Leave what doesn't. I'm reading for a lot of different people. What else would this person say? They're saying that. What else would they say? The way you can persuade anyone on anything must be magic. This person finds you very persuasive. Yeah, the Knight of Swords can be very persuasive. It's a communication card, being swords. Often, I would challenge that and say that Knight of Swords energy can be like they get their point across too harshly at times, okay? But they get their point across nonetheless, and they're effective in that. And your person's saying you're effective in that. So they feel like you're a very persuasive person, and that you can make things happen, or that you do make things happen. Maybe you've made things happen in this connection. Maybe on the surface you seem kind of innocent, or that's a side of your personality, or like you're not really doing anything. You're on the sidelines, but really you're at work, like your mind's working, is what I'm getting for some of you. Okay, let's get another message from this person. What else would this person say if they had no filter? When we go out, we're going to have the absolute best time. I can't wait to show it off on social media too. So this person is, bottom line, wanting to show you off and show you a good time. This person really wants to show you a good time. And then we've got, I'm ecstatic about this new love I met. Guess who? It's you. You still make my heart flutter. Okay? So kind of a sweet roundabout way of communicating this Ace of Cups sentiment of wanting an emotional new beginning, letting you know that regardless of where you guys are at in the situation, they still love you. They still have love for you, okay? They still want a new beginning. This one fell out and this one fell out. Okay? I'm sending you hidden messages in music. So in a spiritual sense, because thought transmission is real, if you're getting messages in music, like if you feel like something in a song particularly resonates with you, pay attention to that. Okay? And glean from that what you will. There's some message for you. You're the type of woman who brings out the worst in a man, his conscience. So you brought this person's conscience out. You've made them think. Maybe have made them think too hard. Made them actually feel shame or regret for them, for themselves or anything they've done. And apply the pronoun that fits your situation. Woo. I channel as a feminine, as it says in my description box. Sometimes it's good to read the description box, guys. All right, so let's see. One more message from this person that the viewer needs to know. And thanks to those of you who have purchased this notes from your beloved deck, the link down below, because it does support the channel and help keep it going. We still have so much to learn and experience individually, which validates what we saw earlier about, your individual soul paths, that this relationship is teaching you guys things about yourselves as individuals, right? It's not just about the romance or the romantic relationship. It's about your spiritual growth as individuals. We've got loosen your grip, but don't let go. Okay. So they don't want you to let go, but they recognize that there's still some things that need to happen, individually speaking, especially for this King of Wands. If they're at the king level, and I feel like with regard to like work or their outer personality, they're at the king level. Emotionally, they're more at the page level. But if they're at the king level, then they're a new king. They're like, for example, in metaphor, they're a new king. They just acquired the throne. They don't have it figured all the way out yet. They need time for that. They need to get some more experience being a husband. That's what I'm getting. Being a wife, or being someone who could be a husband or a wife, right? To just master themselves, master their realm, so to speak. Let's get a couple messages from this deck, please. Add a few more messages if there are any for the viewer. We've got obsession. This person can be obsessive. I feel like they're coming out of that. That also invalidates the devil energy, because the devil energy is about obsession as well. Another message from this person. We've got mind games. So maybe you guys are playing mind games with each other, or that's something that you can easily fall into, both being air signs. That is the realm of the mind. Yeah. Whenever that's taking place, it's like a result of immaturity. A result of somebody just trying to get what they want. We've got so close, but yet so far. Yeah, spiritually and in a heart-centered way, you guys are close to each other. You feel so familiar, like I said, with that Ten of Cups, but there's distance or physical distance, or both in the connection right now. We've got a fairy tale romance. So underneath, there is still this energy of Ten of Cups, of coming together, of happiness, of being kindred spirits, but there's also this sadness about how can we build a strong foundation and work it out and grow this Seven of Pentacles energy. Why is it taking so long, some of you think, and your person thinks. This is what I've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I did want to take it over to the extended. Yeah, that's right. We're doing extendeds today to find out this person's intentions towards you and what you need to know now, aka the outcome. Where's this going? So the link for that will be down below. Appreciate you guys. Follow me over there. And I'll talk to you guys next time.